Sometimes it's three people, so it'll be my man's inside of the young lady, and then they'll have a third person at the bottom of the bed kicking the bed. So you're like thrusting, or like it's almost like an earthquake. So if you're not, yeah, he got it from me. I lended him the trademark.
That's so bad. Well, yeah, we ain't staying in Miami. We stayed in Fort Lauderdale the day before,
Mm-hmm.
and then we took an Uber down to Miami because they be shooting that stuff.
I know. Same is true for up there near Bmore.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. PG County is becoming the hood.
Oh, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, it's something going on every day. Every time I go home, I low-key be scared to go outside.
That's ridiculous.
It was, I want to say, like, last month sometime. Like, late last month. Down the street from my neighborhood, they found a body just in the middle of the street.
Okay. That's interesting.
Crazy. He got shot, and the body was just in the middle of the street. And that's where I walk my dog all the time.
So I guess you had to choose a different route.
Could have been me.
Could have been you. Actually, that's
reckless.
funny. I was this is going to be like the third time I've told this story. The other day I had a could have been me moment. I think stereotyping people. I'm going to start off by I think stereotyping people is perfectly fine. Like, as long as you don't act on it outwardly, I see no problem with looking at someone and thinking that they might cause harm to you. Because, I mean, it's whatever. I was going to the bank the other day, and I got out my car at the same time as this other dude. It was this white dude. He looked like disheveled, and like his car was kind of beat up, and then he had a book bag. And dog, he favored, the dude that tried to assassinate Trump. So I was like, all right, this is getting kind of wild.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we literally got the car at the same time, and I'm planning the steps to the door. And I'm like, shit, we're like, that awkward distance where you basically like trying to like jockey and figure out who's going. So I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slow down and let him go in front of me. I'm just gonna be the bigger person. So he gets to the door before me, obviously. He opens the door halfway, and then I grab it the rest of the half. And like he gives me like a quick little look. He don't say thank you or nothing like that. I'm like, all right, this is weird. Like, one, he got a book bag walking into the bank. Two, he looked dingy, dirty, and like he don't got nothing to value in life. And I was like, all right, this is getting really wild. And literally, once we get inside the second door of the bank, he opens the bag up and sticks his hand in it. And I was like, oh shit, this is where my life is over. And I didn't want to sprint out because I didn't want him to, I don't know. There was a lot of thoughts. I was like, should I just leave right now? And I was like, but if there's nothing wrong, then like he's going to think I'm just judging him. But if something's wild, then I'm like, damn, I should have just left. So I keep walking in. He gets to the little desk where they do the deposit slips. And he opens from his bag, brings out this like briefcase looking thing. And it's probably a foot and a half long and maybe like 4 inches wide. And he slaps it on the table. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm still staring at Buddy, and then he pops that shit open, and I'm making sure it's not a gun, because like I was still relatively close to the door, so if I did see it was a gun, I was gonna skedaddle. I couldn't do nothing about it, but thankfully it was just paperwork. He had to fill that shit out.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a movie. That sounds like an opening scene of a movie where the guy shoots up the whole bank.
Man, I'm telling you, and the lady, because the bank was pretty chill, she was like, I can help you right now, sir. And I was like, let me wait to see what he got going on.
Actually, I got to run back out to my car.
But yeah, so, that was about to be my could have been me moment. In my head, I was like, damn, what are people going to say at my funeral? Like, are they going to look at this situation and be like, why didn't Bernard just leave? So all those thoughts, I was kind of accepting what was about to happen.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I would have waited in the car till he came back out.
Yes, I don't know. But that's where I'm saying, like, nothing bad happened, but you gotta, I think having a little prejudice or value in stereotypes is kind of impactful.
Yeah,
as long as you don't act on it. Yeah.
I think that's fair. I be seeing some wild looking people and I don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah,
And I
you always
trade with
gotta.
caution.
Well, actually, I'm gonna send you this TikTok. There was this TikTok of people in New York City. It was like, when you on the train at 3:00 in the morning, you gotta act a part so you don't get robbed. And it was a bunch of people just like acting like they were tweaking out on the train. that shit, geeks.
No, that's funny.
Because whenever I be going into like parts of town, my voice gets deeper, and I start using the worst English ever. I'm like, you're not getting a thank you. It's appreciated. All right, my guy.
Bro, I used to do the same thing. When I used to take the train into work, when I used to work in DC,
Yeah.
I was acting like I was from there. I was dressed up. I had like business casual clothes on, but I was sagging it.
Yeah.
I was doing anything. Because I was like, it's not about to be me today.
Yeah, nah, never. People bump into me. I'd be like, yeah, you good? I be acting hard.
My line. That's my line.
Yeah, you're not catching me slipping. You gonna have to get it out of me. I ain't giving it to you for free. Pause. My fault. Oh, man. All right, friends, welcome to another episode. Let's get it.
Woo. Episode what?
Oh, the Off Track Podcast.
Zoom.
Zoomy Zooms. What's it called? Almost thought we weren't going to be able to record again, bro. My neighborhood lost power again last night.
What's up with y'all?
Well, we lost Wi-Fi for 3 days. 2 days. Yeah. I think it was from Friday. No, it was Monday to Tuesday.
Oh, so
it was a day. Yeah. All Monday, late Tuesday. And then, we lost power last night at 8:45. And it wasn't supposed to come on until 1:30. So I, obviously Avery was asleep. So I went to my parents' house because they're only 15 minutes away. Well, we waited until 9:55 is when we walked out the house to go over to my parents' house. Bro, we pull up to their house at 10:15. The power turns back on. So, needless to say, we stayed there for the night because I wasn't about to haul that kid back over here. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with my neighborhood. Yeah.
Are y'all underdeveloped?
We're still developing. Our neighborhood is.
Third world country down there.
What does that mean? That's a negative connotation. What's wrong with third world countries? Explain yourself. This man acting like he lagging. Not the lag. With the tongue stuck out. That's crazy. But yeah, so that was it. Literally, there was no lights whatsoever. But all right, let's go. This is a quick pick your poison. These are the two: cut off one of your ears with a pair of children's safety scissors, or die alone.
I actually have to cut it off.
Yeah, cut off one of your ears with a pair of children's safety scissors, or die alone.
My ear's gone. Psych. I'll play.
Oh.
Yeah, that's easy. I mean, because I'm going to live till I'm like 150.
Oh, so you're going to die alone anyway. So it's like.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of expected. It's not ideal, but like, it's, the older you get, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what's tough because I'm the youngest out of everybody, so I know all my friends are going to die before me.
How long you living?
Probably like 151, something like that.
I mean, we probably go at the same time for real.
Nah, I ain't with that. We ain't with no cute relationship type shit.
I don't see why not.
You not my man's for real.
This whole time I thought I was. You had me fooled.
Hey, that's what I do. I be lying to people. But yeah, that dying alone, that's easy. I ain't cut off my ear. Now, if it was sharper scissors, I could do it. But
you still got to deal with the pain, though.
You know when you see, I got a Japanese kitchen knife. Them shits are so sharp. There's one time I dropped it. It's gonna make sense. There's one time I dropped it in the sink on accident, and it cut me, but it was so sharp I didn't feel the cut.
You dropped it in the sink?
Like it was on the edge of the sink, so I was about to clean it, and I grabbed my towel to like, well, not my towel, the wash, whatever, the rag, and I hit it, and it fell into the sink, and it literally sliced right in between my pinky and ring finger.
And how big was the cut?
It was like an inch and a half.
So you didn't cut your pinky off?
No, I didn't cut it off. But I'm saying it was so deep it didn't even bleed. Like that's how quick it shit went so fast down to the white meat. You know what they say?
Yeah, I've heard them say that. But my thing is, I feel like that's a lot different than cutting the whole body part off. Because if you cut your pinky off, I feel like you would have felt that.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not gonna be as painful as children's scissors. Them shits don't cut through paper, so you gotta do this like 50 times just to get through like an inch. Now, if I just had one quick and I can, but I don't care about dying alone. Like it's whatever. I'm gonna die alone.
We going out together.
We're not going out together.
We are.
Nah,
Tell you that right now.
You don't even take me on dates, so how we gonna go out together?
Not right now, but I'm about to start.
Oh, say less. Where's our first date gonna be?
Can't tell you that. Element of surprise.
No, I don't like surprises.
Well, I don't care. I'm the one planning it, so you gotta do what I say.
Whatever. I wanted to see something funny. Do you watch Hard Knocks? I'm gonna get into some of the topics I got.
I've been seeing the clips because we got Saquon now, so I've been seeing the clips.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask you. I think that was their GM, where right before he signed with the Eagles, I think he was in the meeting room. He was like, "I really hope he doesn't go, because I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping." And then he signs that contract.
And then he went. Yeah, man. I think the GM's getting fired after this year.
Nah, he was walking through that hallway like he had bubble guts. I was geeking. He was in so much pain.
Yeah, I saw a clip today where he was asking his son who they should draft.
Mm-hmm.
And then the son was like, draft Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
And try and win, so just trade up and get him. And I mean, obviously they ain't do that.
Yeah, they got that receiver dude.
Yeah, but they rocking with Daniel Jones for another year.
They tripping.
His booty cheeks.
Yeah, they tripping.
Yeah, he going after this year.
He gonna get a max contract. He needs a max wing.
You talking about the GM?
No, I'm talking. Oh, you talking about?
I'm talking about the GM. He going
my
after
fault.
this year.
I thought you were about Danny Jones. I was gonna say he's gonna get another max.
He just got one.
I know another one with the CFL though. He out the league.
Yeah, he might. Where did he go to Duke? So he probably got some smarts. He probably gonna quit football after this contract.
Yeah, but he ain't smart like the ball dude. I can't remember his name. From Tennessee.
Football dude. Oh, you talking about Josh Dobbs?
Yeah, he worked with NASA, so he big time.
Yeah, he a baller.
But I was bringing it up because with the GM, because it reminded me of I was thinking about it. I said, dog, I remember there's a few times. Well, not me, because I'm a stand-up gentleman, but one of my boys used to string along a girl, and then he'd be like, all right, you go find someone better than me, knowing that, hoping that she'll keep walking back, but
you're not talking about me, are you?
No, I'm definitely not talking about you. That's crazy. But nah, let me stop playing. Nah, for real, what I was thinking of is like, dang, could you imagine? Well, I know the feeling from when you think you gotta, you in a toxic relationship with a female and you know she never gonna leave, and then you like, go test the waters. You ain't gonna find nobody better than me. And then she does, and you just got that hurt, sick in your stomach, and you just like, damn.
Yeah, that's the worst. Cause you played your card. You played one card too many.
Yeah.
If that happened to me, I'd be hurt for like a year.
I actually had one young lady. I was doing the exact same thing. Whenever I come home from school, I would hit her. Whenever I go to school, ghost. It was I was doing it right. I thought I was doing my thing, and then she was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm gonna get another dude. I'm like, yeah, all right, have fun. She got a dude that was older, bigger, stronger, everything. I was hurting for however long they were together. Yeah, that was beat my ass. I was like, damn, I really fumbled. And then
you thought I
ended it. Yeah, I thought I was him, but
yeah, She
him.
got you. She set you straight.
Yeah, but I mean, at least she ain't never cheated on me, so respect. I don't get cheated on. I'm the prize.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Except for my man. One of my mans got cheated on. I ain't gonna talk about it. He'll know if he's listening to it. He's gonna know who I'm talking about.
Who?
He might get triggered just hearing it, but he told me his little story. That shit was crazy. I think, yeah, he definitely did. I think he did. Knowing my man's, you know how he get down. He loves his women.
I did too, but that's a story for another day.
I'm sorry.
I don't have proof, but I know it for a fact.
I mean, technically, well, I wasn't really dating this one female, but technically, if I'm not dating, it doesn't count as cheating.
No, what was y'all just talking?
We weren't like official, but we were like, you know, around for like a year or so.
If it's not official, it don't count.
Oh. All right, but I still wanted to square up with the dude. Apparently, she topped off one of my friend's friend. And my friend told me about it. And I was like, oh, see, now I'm about to.
Why y'all was talking?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a violation now.
Yeah, so I heard. I ain't see proof. And I don't think I really confronted either person. But my man's told me. So my man's told me it got to be true. Because he don't got no reason. He don't got no reason to lie to me.
Yeah, 100%. I believe anything my friends tell me.
Yeah, so that's just that. Okay. Speaking of, there's Kai made a reaction to Ice Spice's new song with Central C. I think it was definitely Central C. And one of her lyrics, and I wanted to see how you felt about it, was "We not fucking, but he put the tip in." So, if let's say if you put the tip in, does it still count as a body? That's what I'm asking you.
A whole body?
Yeah.
Well, you just put it in once and then that's it.
I don't.
And then
I'm going based off the lyric and based off Kai's reaction, and it all makes sense to me. Well, Kai's reaction.
What was his reaction?
He was like, "I still put it in, so."
But you did though.
I put the tip in.
That's not it. That's not the thing.
Maybe I'm confused.
It has to be the entire thing, or at least past
a percentage.
a percentage greater than 10%. Actually, I'll say it got to at least be 50%.
50.
At least.
That's a lot of stipulations, though. You sound like those women that be like, I ain't nuts, so like, it ain't really count.
Well, no, I don't think that's the same. Because if you do 50% and you do multiple thrusts and stuff, that counts. But if you just put your 10% in and take your 10% out.
What's it called? Put your right foot in, put your right foot out.
What's that, the Hokey Pokey?
Yeah.
If you're doing that.
If you're doing the Hokey Pokey in it.
If you're doing that don't count.
I agree with Kai.
You got to do 50%.
At least twice?
At least twice. At least twice.
That's tough standards.
That counts as a body.
That's tough standards, though.
That's not tough. But
what if you only last one? What if your tip is 50? See, there's so many standards.
No, 50% of what you have.
I'm saying, what if your tip is 50?
Well, then that's your 50, and then that's it. But if you're more than that, then you gotta give your 50.
Well, what we should do is go to BYU and ask the Mormons what do they think about it, because they be popping up on my TikTok all the time, because they be doing soaking, and
what is that?
Oh, there's one called soaking, and the other one is something else. I don't know if it's two. Soaking is when you just get hard and you put it in and you don't thrust. You just sit there, because you're not supposed to have sex before marriage if you're a Mormon. So It's actually pretty wild. So yeah, male, female, they get in the room. Dude has to get hard. He puts it in her, and they can't move. But with their
For how
loophole,
long? What is this?
it's called soaking, and you just chill.
You
But
just stay there and talk?
I guess. And then sometimes it's three people, so it'll be my man's inside of the young lady, and then they'll have a third person at the bottom of the bed kicking the bed. So you're like thrusting, or like it's almost like an earthquake. So if you're not the one actually doing it, then they
Then you gotta watch.
well, no, because you're underneath the bed. It's like our bunk beds in Mason.
Oh,
So, like,
under the bed. Under the
Yeah,
bed. I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
they were
like-
at like the foot of the bed, like kicking.
Well, that could be a thing too. But like if the bed's above you, you can just chill on your back and just kick the bed, just rock it. But that's what the Mormons do.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I want to think there's something else, but I can't remember the name of it. I didn't think I was going to talk about this, but yeah, that's one of the things that they do.
Yeah, they take the cake with that. I'm glad I'm not one of them. That's dumb. You just stand there. You just sit there. And don't do anything.
They don't want to be, they don't want to go to hell for having sex before marriage, but they gotta, fix that urge. I
No,
don't
you
complain.
wouldn't catch me doing that.
I don't complain.
So what do you do if you nut?
I don't ask questions, and I don't know if they've ever explained that in any of the TikTok videos. But literally, like, there's a dude that go around BYU campus and ask them, like, do you soak? Some people will say yes, some will say no. They'll ask like the protocol. That's why I learned about the third person that kicks the bed, because they're like, if I'm not the one that's thrusted, and then like we'll treat it like it's an earthquake going on. Like I'm just chilling, she's chilling.
So is that technically like a threesome?
Could be.
That's crazy.
Actually, that means Kyla's probably been in a threesome. When she was in high school, she said she drove around somebody once in the back of her car. Well, she was driving her car and she had two people in the back of the car, and they were getting it on.
Remember I told you my story?
Nah.
Oh, I might not have. But yeah, I did pretty much the same thing in high school.
Y'all different.
Somebody
Different
asked-
people.
I had a friend. He asked if he could use my car to go to go fondle with his girl.
Yeah. And you just had a sedan?
Nah, this was when I had the Nissan.
That's a sedan.
Oh, I'm thinking like a truck. Why don't you just say car?
Well, because it gives people a better visual. A car is anything except other than a truck. Like an SUV is a car. But I gotta let people know what type of vehicle you driving. So you had a sedan. Keep going.
I had a Nissan Altima.
A sedan, a 4-door sedan. Yep.
Nissan Altima. So yeah, I wasn't about to let him use my car.
Unsupervised.
Yeah, unsupervised. So I went in it, and then
You chaperoned them.
Yeah, they was in the back, I was in the front. But the problem is, this was in the school parking lot, and my school had two buildings. So one building was over here, the parking lot was in the middle, and then the other building was over there. They was doing whatever they was doing, and the windows was getting foggy. And then it was people coming out of the building over here, and they walked past the car to get to the other building, and then they see the windows foggy. It's the only car with foggy windows. And they start knocking on the door. I'm like, dang.
You ain't want to drive off campus?
Nah, because I was there for a rehearsal.
That's wild.
So it really wasn't nowhere to go for real.
That's
one of
fire.
my more embarrassing moments.
Yeah, that's fire. Couldn't be me. My boys used to ask me in high school. They'd be like, especially if they knew my parents weren't home, they'd be like, "Yo, can we come by and use it?" I'm like, "Dog, that's never gonna be yes. Like, don't ever ask me this."
Use the house?
Yes. I'm like, "Dog, no." "Yo, can we use your car?" Hell, never. These things will never
Hell
get
never.
used. Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, so that's that. You gonna say no? I'm gonna ask you anyway.
I might say yeah.
Have you watched Presumed Innocent? This man said I'm gonna get caught up on the shows.
I tried my best to fit it in. But I told you I was going to do that on Wednesday. I left on Thursday. I had no time to do it until...
Oh, facts. Because it was a short 3 day.
Yeah, until I got back on Monday. Monday was not happening. I had to watch House of the Dragon. Tuesday was yesterday. I had to do work because, you know, I got this job.
Yeah.
And Wednesday, I tried. I tried to fit it in after work. But I went to the gym.
I can't blame you. That's not bad. I'll take that.
But if you want to go ahead and spoil it, just spoil it, and then I'll watch it.
Man, this show was fire. I think I told you I was about to...
Is it done?
Oh, it's done. Well, the season's done. And apparently there might be a second season. This is what I heard. And it'll be a completely different plot. But this shit was fire. I'm trying to think if I said it up here. I almost just gave up on the show. Because it was building too long. But the last episode was... Yeah, it was it. I'm not gonna spoil it because I told Marcus he needs to watch it, and if I spoil it and he listens to this, he ain't gonna watch it.
Did he start yet or no?
I literally just text him on the way home, so I'm gonna give it another week. That's just dropping. I'm gonna let it all out. But however, I have watched some other heat. Well, this isn't really heat. It's wild shit. Me and Kyla watched this movie called Skywalker. It's a love story. It's on Netflix. It's about these two Russian people that that climb skyscrapers and take pictures for social media. Like they illegally climb, obviously, with like no.
Movie?
Yes, a documentary on this couple, and crazy. I mean, white people do really crazy stuff. It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why anybody does this? Like literally, they just climb buildings, no safety equipment. They just be going up, taking a nice little flick, just go back down. Apparently they get sponsored by companies. Like they hit them up on Instagram like, yo, like your content. Would you like to go to this country? Do the same thing. This dude tried to climb the Eiffel Tower like 2 or 3 times. Got arrested both times. Then there's this young lady. She started, this is what really threw me off. Like I don't know how much these sponsorships pay, but literally she started off and then once she started getting popping on Instagram, the main dude that had like the most popping Instagram for skyscraper climbing in Russia hit her up and was like, yo, you trying to come over to, I think it was some Asian country and climb this skyscraper? They'll give you 500 euros to do it. And she was like, hell yeah.
500 euros don't seem like a lot.
It's probably like $530.
Yeah, that don't seem like a lot. It's my life.
And she was hype about it. She was like, yeah, they're going to give me 500 euros. Like, of course I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay, I guess. And then they set up, so they keep doing all that shit. And the documentary is literally about how their relationship grew into first partners, now lovers. And I don't care about none of this. It started boring me. So I just fast forwarded to the part. They were trying to climb the world's tallest skyscraper at the time. It might still be, but it's in Malaysia. And they were talking about how they did that. It took them 30 hours to get from the bottom all the way to the top, because they had to like. You
can't take breaks, right?
Well, it wasn't all the way done. So like they would go up through the construction workers were still working on it. They were going up inside the actual building, and then when they got near the top, what happened? It was at nighttime. Then the day shift workers started coming, and they're like, "All right, bet." So they hid in this little cubby hole for like 12 hours. Then once the day shift people left, then the night shift people came. So they were in this little cubby hole for like 24 hours. No water, no food, just sleeping, tired, all this. And then they eventually snuck out, made their way up to like the big spear, which is however the hell tall. It took them like 2 hours to climb up a ladder. Like literally just climb. And Shorty's like, I can't do it. I'm too tired. This is like 30 minutes into the climb. He's like, yo, we've already dedicated all this time. Like, you got to push through. Like, what are we doing? Keep on going. and they literally get to the top, and she's shitting bricks because they used to do like little gymnastic shit. So like their plan was he was gonna stand on the top of the spear, which might be like, I don't know, it looked like it was 6 feet by 6 feet wide, and he was gonna like hoist her up on some like figure skating type shit, and she was starting shit bricks. She was like, I'm too scared, I'm too tired, I can't do it, I might fall, like da da da. He's like, I feel you, but we just climbed all the way up here. I'm not going back down. I don't care how you feeling, I'm picking your ass up, and I'm not gonna drop you. And yeah, they tripping. And mind you, like the latter part, there's no like, there's no, what's it called? Like shelf. It's literally straight down. So if anything falls, like it's going all the way back down that shit. So like she changes clothes. They do all of this. They set their drone up. They take the pictures, and then they climb back down. They didn't die.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
But yeah, 30 hours to climb that thing. My hands were sweating the entire time watching that show. It was kind of crazy. And Kyla kept asking me, she was like, how much money would it take? I'm like, bro, I'm never.
I don't think there's any amount of money that can make me do something like that.
Yeah, it was the wildest thing I've ever seen. And they even climbed a building in the snow while their feet were slipping. Like literally they're on one like scaffolding piece, their foot was slipping, and they're like, oh, this is so tough. So he goes outside the scaffolding to keep climbing all the way up to the top. And I'm like, y'all are really doing this. So
it's because people be bored. They don't got nothing else to do.
Well, yeah, they were in a rural part of Russia, so yeah, they look pretty boring there, respectfully. I mean, I ain't going to Russia, so they're not gonna catch me. But
you know?
No, I'm never going to Russia.
Oh, okay.
Are you? Actually, your next trip's to Russia, ain't it? You're going to Moscow.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The 23rd of October, I think.
Yep, because I've been watching a lot of those political shows.
Name it. Name
on
one.
Netflix. Dang, what is the name of that show? Can't think about it because it was so long ago, and then they had the writer strike, so it's been off for a while. But it's coming back out this year. That's all I know.
I've never heard no political shows on Netflix. I'm just talking. But
you never heard of a political show?
I don't watch political shows.
Those be the best shows. Those are the type of shows that I be into.
You watch House of Dragons. You watch Power. You watch Ghost.
Because I got my hood side, too.
Oh, you got an active part. My fault. I remember you said that earlier.
Yeah, I got my hood side, but then, when it really gets down to the nitty-gritty, I like the political shows. Yeah. It's fiction, but it's like drama and stuff.
Can't relate.
I bet you if I put you on and you watched it, you like it.
No, I can guarantee you I wouldn't.
Okay, well, I'm going to find the name of the show and I'm going to tell you, and you got to watch it.
I'm not going to watch it. Well, I guess I'll watch. If it's 20-something minutes, I'll watch it just because you watched that Strange Things About the Johnsons.
Yeah, that was insane.
We'll make it even. We'll make it even.
It's not 20-something minutes, though.
Oh, well, I'll watch 20-something minutes of it. That's it.
Nah.
That's how we'll do this. I ain't watching no political shit. You were serious. I thought you were joking around.
No, I'm dead serious. That's what I watch.
Yeah, you can miss me. You can miss me with that. I got this written down as well. When's the last time you eaten at a buffet?
Eating at a buffet?
Yeah. Not like Foco de Chao or like...
yeah, just like a regular buffet.
Like Golden Corral.
Golden Corral, I'm not eating there.
I'm so glad you said that.
Corral. I ain't ate at Golden Corral since like I was 10 or something.
Man, let me tell you the disgust and pain.
You went?
I didn't want to. First of all, I used to go to Golden Corral consistently when I was younger, but it was because my grandparents used to take me and my brother. And so, like, whatever, we'd go to Golden Corral. And I was young, so my taste buds, dog, I'm eating McDonald's Dino Nuggets. Like, I don't care what I'm eating. So I probably haven't had Golden Corral since I was in, like, maybe 7th, 8th, at the latest ninth grade. So this past Sunday, my family was meeting down in Fayetteville to spend time with my grandfather, and then my dad was like, "Yeah, we're having dinner." He told me this like 2 weeks ago. So I was like, "All right, bet, y'all come down." Got Avery, all that stuff, and then like 4 days before, he's like, "Yeah, so we're going to Golden Corral for dinner," and I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "I thought we were gonna eat at the house." He's like, "Nah, Papa likes Golden Corral, so we're going there," and I'm like, I'll just drive down and say what's up for a little bit. I'm going back home. Like, I am not eating that shit. You got me twisted. And he laughed it off. He's like, I mean, they got good fried chicken. I said, dog, I'm not eating Golden Corral. And literally, like, my mind was set. I told Kyla, she was like, yeah, I ain't eating that. I said, I don't want to eat either. Yeah, we just going to go say hi and leave. And so we go down. Well, that Sunday, I'm talking to my dad. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to pop by for a couple hours with Avery, and then I'm going to head back home. He was like, what? I said, dog, I have not eaten Golden Corral since my last grandfather was alive. I'm not eating this shit. He was like, I feel you, but like this is a good opportunity to bond with your grandfather. And I'm like, don't hit me with this emotional crap. So I cave, and dog, that was so nasty. That was so nasty.
How your stomach feel?
All I ate was cornbread, yeast roll, and like half of a chicken thigh, fried chicken thigh.
You're smart.
I couldn't do anything. I really couldn't. I was looking at the food. I was looking at everybody touching the stuff to get the food.
It's terrible.
I was getting so nauseous. Oh man, yeah. So I'm glad you feel my sentiments on Golden Corral. I never want to eat it. I never want to see a Golden Corral again.
It's terrible in there. It's similar to like them having a buffet line in the rest stop. It's about the same thing.
Yeah.
That's the type of sanitation I feel like is in there.
100%.
The food is garbage. I've been once, and that was enough for me.
Well, it's actually upsetting. The past two family functions I've gotten together with my family, my grandfather's picked the food, and he's absolutely slaughtered it. I think it was Christmas or Thanksgiving, he wanted to do something simple. Like, no, he didn't want anybody to cook. I understand the sentiment. So K&W, I think, is another. K&W Cafeteria is the name of another.
Cafeteria?
Yeah, it's the name of another buffet restaurant. Dog, that food was dog shit. Me and Kyla were so hungry after. The mac and cheese was the best thing, and it was meh. It was like Panera mac and cheese. Like, it was white people mac and cheese. It won't rock it.
Ah, that's disgusting. See, I don't even know how you tried the mac and cheese.
I needed to eat.
I can't eat mac and cheese from anybody.
I'm trying to think what other foods were there. The turkey was obviously dry. Oh, dog. Everything about it was just... I couldn't do it.
Anything with cafeteria in the name is going to be bad. Unless you were in school, you shouldn't be eating at no cafeteria.
Yeah, as a big adult, I should never see the word cafeteria ever.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, yeah, bro, I need Golden Corral to go under. The same way you feel about Red Lobster is how I feel about Golden Corral. And it's mad expensive. Bro, my shit was... First of all, I was looking at the wrong column, so I saw it read lunch, and we were eating at 4. It was like 5. So I saw $12.99. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with losing a couple dollars, like whatever. So I get my shit and I ask for a drink. My shit was $22, and I'm like, oh, excuse me,
$22?
Yeah, so it's $16.99 for the dinner and $3.60 for a soda, which added up.
8 packs.
And I was like, damn.
I thought it was $8.
See, and I almost felt inclined to get food, but when I went through the line like 4 times to try to muster up the strength to get food, because I saw my family actually making plates. Like, my mom, she didn't want to go either, but she had a salad and she ate some rolls. The rest of my family was getting food. I couldn't do it. I couldn't muster up the strength. Me and Avery, we just ate bread. I got her some green beans, and we ate a little bit of that fried chicken. And I skedaddled. I said, yeah, no, I'm out of here.
That ain't good for your stomach. That ain't good for your stomach. If you actually ate like a whole plate, you probably would be sick today.
Oh, I know for a fact I would.
Yeah, you can't. You wouldn't catch me there. I promise you that.
Yeah, so that was my experience over the weekend.
But I
Never
mean, yeah,
catch.
as far as like a buffet, I mean, I was at a wedding recently, so they had a buffet there, and then they had buffets on the cruise, but those better than Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's different.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And then let me think. Last weekend I went to the Shits and Gigs show with Marcus and Kyla. It was fire. It was pretty cool.
I don't
I
even
felt
want to
weird.
hear about it. I don't even want to hear. You felt weird, what? Because you didn't invite me?
Nah, not that. No, I'm fine. That didn't even cross my mind. Before I tell you, what shows have you been to? Like performances, I guess. Have you been to performances before?
I've
Like
been to one
concerts?
concert. I've been to one
Who was it?
concert. JID and Smino.
Did you? All right, let me tell you why I felt weird. I did the meet and greet, so I wanted to take pictures with my mans, because we got some history. I felt so weird getting dressed up to look nice to go see two niggas. I felt gay for a second. I literally, before we left, because we left from the crib and just drove down because it's only like 2 hours. Like literally, bro, I was showering, brushing my hair, putting my dewy on.
You put cologne on?
Nah, put my chain on, got a fresh shirt. I was putting on my Jordans. I'm like, what the fuck am I getting dressed up for some niggas? Like, what is going on right now? Yeah, it felt really weird.
Sweats.
And then when we got to the meet and greet, it was just me and Marcus. Hella women. It was probably like, out of the maybe 100 people, it was probably like 15 men. The majority of them were with their significant others. So me and Marcus were the only
Yuck.
duo going.
Yuck.
But yeah, it was pretty cool.
How y'all take the picture?
That was our whole thought process. Thankfully, we were kind of middle of the line. So the whole time we were like, how the fuck do we take pictures with two dudes that we don't know? So we went dolo, and then I just went between them and I did a simple little arm around. Cause that was what they were doing for. I saw some other men do the same picture, and I was like, all right, bet. I literally was googling like how to take a picture with two men. Like I didn't know. I've never done it before. I didn't know if we were supposed to be separate and do one of these numbers. Like I don't know. Like so yeah, that was
That's
that.
funny.
But yeah,
That's messed up though. You didn't invite me.
you weren't driving down that far or flying. Marcus flew, and I knew you weren't gonna do that.
I would have.
You had the cruise later that week, so I was trying to save your time.
If you invited me and I knew ahead of time, cause when did y'all get the tickets?
April?
Yeah, it could have been my birthday gift.
No, because the show's after your birthday, so like birthday gifts gotta be around the same time. You gotta actually receive the gift around your birthday.
That is not true.
All right, so check this. I'll give you your birthday gift in December.
I don't care.
Damn.
I'm cool with that.
I was hoping I was gonna get you. And then last.
Last. Now everybody.
We might share the same irrational fear. What's your number one irrational fear?
Irrational fear.
Yeah.
Help me out a little bit with the verbiage.
I'll go first because this has just been on my mind. Like in the shower, washing your hair and someone breaks in. Like shit like that. Like what would you do? Like that type of like have you ever went through that scenario in your head? So mine's normally ever since me and Kyla have been together, we've probably not been at the same house like at night maybe 3 or 4 times. And it seems to be every single time she not at the crib, everything's making noise. So I'd be like, there was one night, I literally, I got a little shoddy. So I literally slept with that shit right next to me in the bed. You would have thought it was my wife. I was like, yeah, nah, you're not catching me slipping.
Oh, you
I
scared.
dare I hear a noise. Shit, I'm prepared. When I was, also when I was a little bit younger, I used to hear noises upstairs because our house was relatively new, so it was like the settling noises. But I remember vividly me grabbing like a kitchen knife and walking around every corner and like doing a little jab in case someone's standing behind the corners. But those are definitely mine.
When you mentioned that thing when you was younger, that used to be me when I was in my basement at my house growing up.
Yeah.
During certain times of the year, the laundry door would just like swing. Terrified me. So when I would turn the lights off to go upstairs, turn them lights off and I would sprint upstairs. I've never been faster in my life. That's the fastest I've ever run. But I used to do that all the time because I was terrified of whatever was in that laundry room. But I think my irrational fear now
is the dark.
No, I ain't got no problem with the dark now. My plants keep me safe. But no, driving and then the snake come up through the vent.
All right.
That'll be the end of me.
Bees while driving, that shit's happened to me a couple times.
Bees while driving in the car?
Yes, in the car. I literally was on the highway going 70, and then bzz, I said, "Oh shit!"
That'll be the end of me. I promise you that.
And I told my mom about it. I was like, "Yo, I almost ran off the road." She was like, "Just ignore the bee." I said, "Excuse me? There's a big ass bumblebee flying across my face. There is no way."
There's no way you can ignore that.
Nah, never.
That's terrifying. One time I was driving, and a spider came down from like the top of my car.
Yeah.
And bit me on the wrist. I didn't see the spider come down. I just felt it.
You been bit by a spider?
Yeah, but I'm mad my powers ain't coming yet.
It wasn't the right one.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a little baby joint, so I guess it ain't work. But I got bit. I looked down, it was a spider, so I smacked it. But if I had seen it coming down,
oh, you would have been over because you afraid of spiders.
Yeah, that would have been it for me. Luckily, it wasn't my time, and they knew not to let me see the spider.
Yeah. My biggest, oh man, dog. When I used to stay with my parents, I used to always have a boombox in the shower, just like we did in college. I used to blast music, especially if they weren't home. Woo, crazy loud. To a point where like I would always just think like, yo, what if someone breaks into the crib and I'm in the shower ass naked? Yeah, like they just gonna bust into the door, and that's why I always used to lock the shower door, and like no matter what, doors getting locked. But that, and then like I would always have this scenario of, let's say I'm showering and the house catches on fire. Am I supposed to put on clothes first or go outside and just like jump? Cause like I don't know, based off the time of the year, it's gonna look real crazy. But the house is on fire. But I'm saying this in my scenario, like, what if I can't find the right pants? Like, I don't know. So.
Any pants are the right pants. It really don't matter in that scenario. The right pants.
This is just my irrational thought. So I'm thinking, damn, should I just jump out the window, dick to the wind, or what? And then I'm thinking, like, there's so many thoughts, like a disgusting amount of thoughts. Like, what if I get killed and I'm in the shower, and then people come in and see me, and then I'm all soft and murdered, and people are like, damn. This is what he was packing. That's crazy.
I used to think that too. I never used to shower when I was home alone.
That's different. I used to just turn the alarm on, our alarm system on, just to shower and turn it off afterwards.
I mean, it's too late. It's too late because the alarm is going to let you know who's in the house, but you already in a vulnerable position, and they already in the house. So absolutely not. Never shower when I was home alone.
You scary. I can only shower when I'm home alone.
I could do it now.
Yeah, but that's funny. All right, cool. So I'm not crazy. I'm trying to think if I had any other ones. Is this person walking around without a shirt on? I think that's it. Any other irrational? Oh, whenever my neighbor has tall ass grass, I'm afraid of getting bit by a snake. That's my number one. But that's kind of rational though, and I feel it.
That's rational.
Every time I walk through that shit. Yeah, we got what else? Cottonmouths. They come out every spring.
Are they poisonous?
Venomous. Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, poisonous when you ingest it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite venomous actually. Every single year, our Facebook group, someone's like, "Cottonmouths are out. Be careful when you're on the trails." I don't go on no trails. Bernard stays on the cement, and I would like to see one. I watched a lot of Crocodile Hunter growing up, so I think I might be able to grab one and wrangle it. But
And what happened to him?
stingray.
It's the same thing. You think you can handle it, and then bad stuff happens. So
What you meant to say was don't disrespect. What you meant to say was R.I.P. But what happened to him? Because we're not gonna. I don't take Steve Irwin disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting him because that's my man. I grew up on him. I should have said that though.
Yeah,
Rewind.
we'll get better.
R.I.P. What happened to him?
Stingray.
Stingray did him dirty.
Yeah,
That's
did
why
him
I don't
dirty.
mess with him to this day.
That's why I beat him up. Actually, let me think. This will be the last thing. There was actually, I don't know if you saw the news article. There was a stingray in North Carolina that got pregnant by itself. Did you ever see that back in like December?
I didn't even know they got pregnant, but I guess it makes sense because they gotta reproduce.
See, I said that was gonna be the last thing. Since you said that, there's something else that's actually pretty cool. But there was a aquarium in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it was the one in Charlotte that said that they had a stingray that got pregnant on its own. There's no man in the habitat. Literally, it's been a hoax because the stingray hasn't given birth. So I think they were bullshitting in order to get more people to pop by the aquarium to see this magically pregnant stingray.
Do they look pregnant when they're pregnant?
Yeah. Stomach was fat. It was crazy. But
Okay.
you said, if they give birth, we don't know how eels reproduce.
I never even thought about that.
Look it up on YouTube. It's crazy. Apparently, like no one's ever seen an eel reproduce. Eels go to like the Bermuda Triangle, then they come back with more eels.
All of them?
I swear to God.
All of them go to the Bermuda Triangle and come back?
I swear to God, if you look up this YouTube video of where, let me make sure I'm not tripping.
All the eels in the world go to the Bermuda Triangle and come back.
It might be a certain type of eel. For years, Epic Life, they don't know how they reproduce. Yeah. So one of the YouTube videos I watched literally was like, yeah, they go to like the Bermuda Triangle, come back, and then there's like more eels.
See, that's why the Bermuda Triangle is crazy.
Or they'll watch it in habitat, and then like more eels will just spawn. Like they won't see anything happen. It'll just be like more eels. It's crazy.
Now you got me interested.
I'm not a marine biologist, so if I'm lying, I'm lying. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that was one of the shits that really caught my eye. And I'm sticking to that one to the grave.
Yeah, see, look, I love animals and stuff. I be watching Nat Geo all the time, so now I'm about to watch this. I'm about to look this up. I might not watch.
You're not gonna watch it.
I might not, but I'm gonna watch this for sure.
Oh man!
This is something.
And then last, I should have just at the front. My apologies to Femke Bowl. I was a strong supporter, and I let David's words sway me. I'm gonna stay a Femke Bowl supporter to the end of the Olympics. My girl is here, and she's about to roll.
Look, everybody at that meet was PR though.
She about to roll. I'm hyped.
She's gonna run 50 point. What did she run?
I think 6.
50.8, 50.6. She's gonna run 50.5. Sydney going 49, so it really don't matter.
But I'm saying, at first I said it's no contest. Now, I'm excited. I'm sorry. I'm not good at really holding my fanship, but now I'm sticking to it. I'm a Femke Bowl fan until the end of the Olympics. And I will renew it every single year. No matter what happens in the prelims, the first rounds, second, it don't matter. Femke Bowl is her. Quincy Wilson is also him.
He is him.
44.2. I told you he's going to run 43. He's going to split that. And
he will not.
And the other Quincy is actually disgustingly fast, too. I don't know his last name.
Oh.
Yeah, 43.7.
That 400 is going to be it's going to be a close one.
Yeah. I don't think the winning time might be like 43.5. No one's really in form.
Somebody just ran 43.7, right?
That was
The
him.
dude from no, somebody else.
Oh, it's
Somebody
another
from
one.
Great
Oh,
Britain.
okay.
Yeah, someone from Great Britain just
Yes,
43
yeah.
I think.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be
It's gonna be a
43.5.
fast one. When do the track events start?
Early August.
Oh dang. Oh okay. So we'll talk again before that so you can give your predictions.
Yeah, I'll give a hard prediction by then.
Because I already know everybody who win it.
My last prediction was a world record. So my
World
last
record.
two Olympics was world records. Wade Van Niekerk's and Sydney's. I predicted her world record before.
Oh yeah, I mean that was an easy one.
And Rise. Well, it wasn't Rise, but it was Warholm. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my predictions next week. I already see how it's playing out.
Well, just make sure you got time to actually look at the heat sheets, the start list, and write it down. Because I know you might be too busy. Because you got Presumed Innocent, and you got to watch that Eels thing, and
Well, I'm
you
gonna
got
watch
work.
that while I'm in the car.
How can you watch stuff while you in the car?
You listen to it. You don't need to see the you don't need to see the visuals. You just listen to it.
That's dangerous.
I got a 40-minute drive to my parents' house whenever I go, so I just turn it on. I can
Damn, you
watch
going down to the hood?
I ain't got no choice. I gotta see my dog.
All right, we out. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I did it better.
Yeah, that was better than me, but I originated.